One of the hardest things when you first start using Airtable is understanding how to get started and just create the good foundation that you're going to need in order to have a good Airtable base. That's the tables and the fields and how they connect together. And now it couldn't be easier. With the Airtable connector in Claude, you can generate an Airtable base from scratch with a scope document, and it can happen instantaneously. So I'm going to show you how to do just that, from setting up the connector all the way through how to generate the brief and how to go about creating it in Airtable and verifying and checking the work. So let's get into it. Hey, well, welcome to the channel. My name is Andrew. I'm a co-founder at SimpleStack. We help businesses implement Airtable and other AI tools to save them a ton of time and do their best work. And today we're looking at how to generate an Airtable base from Claude via scope document. So let's take a look at that document first. Now, I actually got Claude to write this document, and it made some errors, admittedly, but it did a pretty good job. I told it to generate a scope document for Airtable. It's going to be a CRM, and that was basically all I told it. Now, your prompt could be a lot more detailed if you like, and by the way, the more detail that you put in a prompt, the better your result will be. Don't just assume that it's going to know exactly what you want. In this case, I just want to show you an easy example, and so we're going to be having a few tables. This is going to be a CRM use case. It's going to be a companies table, a contacts table. We're going to have deals and activities, and we wanted to create the relationships. Now, one of the things, and I'm just going to call this out as a disclaimer that you may see here, which is views to create. This is actually a limitation of the Airtable connector, and Claude cannot create views. Claude doesn't know that, but I left it in here to show you how it's going to be handled during the build process. So once you have your scope document, you're going to want to connect the Airtable connector. You can do that by going into your settings, and we're going to go into connectors, and you'll see that connectors have been moved to an area called customize. So you're going to follow over there. Now, once we've connected it up, all we're going to do is start a new chat, and we're going to go ahead and upload that scope document. There it is. I'm just going to Now, one of the things that you can do and that I would recommend is pulling the workspace ID of the workspace that you want to create it in. Now, you could ask it to find a workspace to do it in or that type of thing, but I find that it's easier to more directly communicate. And so find your workspace, click on your workspace in Airtable, and then just copy this string of letters starting with WSP all the way to the question mark. So we're going to put it in here. Only attach scope. All right, so off that goes. It's going to build the CRM. Okay. So the base has been created, and you'll see it's asking me for permission to create a new table. I'm going to say always allow. So now all 4 tables have been built with the relationships. It's going to link a few more things together. We're now creating some sample data records in the companies and the other tables so that we can see how everything's connected together. Okay, so you'll see our base is complete, confirms the workspace that it's in. It's called CRM. There's 4 tables that have been created as part of the scope. The relationships are all wired up, meaning the linked records. And we've got some other narrative here. Now let's jump over to Airtable and check it out. So this is what we're left with here. So it's created these 4 tables: companies, contacts, deals, and activities. Each of these tables has a descriptions, which is a nice touch. It's created the different field types. So you'll notice for website, for instance, it used a URL field type. It used drop downs in the industry and company size, and it properly created relationships. This kind of like linked record data. If you're new to Airtable, linked record is relating 2 tables together. So we've got our companies table here and our contacts table here, and we're linking 2 contacts directly. So that's pretty good. We've got our deals. Everything came in pretty nicely. The linked records look clean. There you go. You'll notice that it even was able to do a formula here. So we've got a formula where a DO value times probability, and we've got activities. So this is a pretty good start for the structure of a CRM. So let's talk about what happened here, how this is helpful, and where it falls short. So using the Airtable connector in Claude, as you can see, it makes it really easy to generate a skeleton of really solid relational data. We created 4 tables, and we have links between all of those tables and some formulas and some good field type choices. That's great. That's basically where it ends. Now, a good foundation in Airtable is paramount. You need that in order to be able to automate your processes better and create good user experiences through interfaces. But this is just the beginning. And you'll notice, we weren't able to build views, even though they were in the scope. Okay, we can't do automations, so we can't do integration. We haven't built any user friendly interfaces. And so this is where that human element still needs to come in. However, this will give you a great start to creating an Airtable that's done in the right way. And even if you haven't built a lot of Airtables from scratch, this can be a good way to see how it should be structured and create a template and then customize it yourself. Okay, so I hope this tutorial was helpful and that you can use it. Definitely give it a try. Would love to hear what people end up creating with the Airtable connector in Claude, and I'll see you in the next one.